line here. Okay, thank you. Me and my son just got done greasing the super dump. As you can see, got quite a bit of grease on me. That's one of the other sacrifices right there, doing your own maintenance right there. Saves you tons of money. Anyways, I just wanted to give you kind of a property update on where we're at and everything. Check this out. See those deer tracks?
Yeah.
Heading right up this little hill. No deer up here right now, but they're definitely out here. Out in the woods, you know.
Yeah.
Out in the woods.
Road.
So, we got our secondary wire delivered. This is 500 rating. It's 500 is what it's called. Net is 330 feet, and it is expensive as hell. And heavy, yeah. So, we were going to install this today with the meter and everything, but we kind of got rained out, so we planned it for next Saturday. But I got the task of basically getting this wire in the trench by myself while, you know, before next Saturday. That way, you know, that when my buddy gets here with his son, then we can just, you know, bang it out real quick in an hour or so. So, quick little update. What's up, Joey? What's up, Joey? Also, we put quite a bit of rock down. Not too much rock. Yeah, that's the power wire. It's a secondary wire. It goes from the transformer to basically our meter base, basically. Another little update. We got the woodshed. It's almost all the way full. I mean, we have been slaving away for a while to get this thing full.
Yep.
And that's a lot of wood.
Look at that, Dad.
That is a lot of wood. So.
Lots of heavy wood, too.
Lots of heavy wood, too, huh?
Yeah, look at those.
Did you help fill that up?
Yeah.
How much did you help?
I helped a lot.
You helped a lot?
Yeah.
It's not quite seasoned yet, Joey. A lot of it's been down for a year or two, but it hasn't been undercover. Because I just made this shelter like 2 months ago, give or take. So, it's a pretty new shelter. But we got it filled up pretty quick for it being so new. So, that took a lot of work from everybody. Me, the kids, the wife, Grandpa. We even had the LDS missionaries over here stacking wood.
Yeah. 4 missionaries.
Yeah, we had 4 missionaries over here. They were visiting us every week, and then they asked me if I needed some help, and I said, "Yeah, come on over. We'll get you some service." And then they haven't contacted me since. So, I think I might have scared them off. But as you guys can see, the F350 got sold. I got somebody coming tomorrow to look at that gooseneck right there. Selling it for $6,500. Sold a pickup for $5,000. Just trying to get some cash flow so we can get this super dump all super ready and you know, ready to rock and roll. Yeah. What? Are you excited about the new super dump?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? How excited?
Super excited.
Super excited.
Yeah, super duper excited.
What do you like most about it? You haven't even seen it yet. What do you like most about it?
I seen the pixel.
You seen the picture?
Yeah.
What part of the picture of the truck did you like the most?
I like the orange paint on it.
It didn't have any orange paint on it. It was red and white.
It's just orange, Daddy.
No, it was red and white. The box was red and the cab was white. You don't remember? No? Okay. It's gonna be orange.
Yeah.
It's gonna be orange, huh?
Yeah.
Orange and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, One thing I've been doing around here, we've been using that wood chipper like crazy, as you guys can see. Look, we got wood chips. I haven't done the back side of this, but we got wood chips over here. I got wood chips around all the trees. You know, we're putting it around the trees. It looks pretty nice. Makes it look pretty good.
Yeah. And we chipped one.
What's up, Kleckler? Hey, thanks, man, for joining the membership, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. I appreciate it. So I was just showing everybody, you know, we got our secondary cable. We're gonna be installing that pretty soon. Next Saturday to be exact. I still gotta drain this trench out. It's completely full of water. At least in 2 spots it is. Let's see, in this section it's pretty dry. But coming along this way, try not to shake so much. I got a phone camera. It's kind of hard to not shake you guys to death. So you can see all the water in the trench right here. It's just completely full.
Right here, like the spot.
Yeah, just to right about there, and then it's dry. But then once you get about where that tree is, then it's wet again, where the water crosses.
Yeah. And you see the salamander there, Daddy? You see the salamander?
So this stone right here, believe it or not, I had the super dump spread it, and he was spreading it about 4 inches thick, and then I pushed it out with the dozer till it was about 2 inches thick, and then this is all dump trucks. This was all tamped down by the dump trucks. But there is a few sections where I did use the plate whacker, but I didn't use it here. So you can see it looks pretty good. It's definitely, this is so much easier to walk on now that it's been pressed down in there. When we first spread it, like, you couldn't hardly walk without breaking your ankle. Yeah. Hey, Rosemary, what do you think about the new super dump we're gonna be picking up?
Like it?
Yeah. Yeah, she likes it. She's still not much of a talker, but we just parked the new super dump. I just got done greasing everything. Everything. I literally spent like, how long do you think we were working on that?
When it was starting to rain.
When it was starting to rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably spent at least an hour. At least. Maybe an hour and a half.
We should do a video on that.
No, nobody wants to see us greasing this thing. It's kind of boring. But I'll show you basically, you know, everything that this dump truck has so many grease zerks. It takes a long time. So we greased all the kingpins. We greased the slack adjusters, the S-cams. We greased, this one doesn't have grease zerks on these tie rods, or whatever they're called, torsion bars, tie rods. I don't know what people call them, but that thing right there. Ow! I bunked my head. Yeah, tires are definitely going to break the bank. And this one's needing tires pretty soon too. I mean, these Bridgestones, I am not happy with these Bridgestone tires since they came with this truck. They're garbage. I'm never going to be buying Bridgestones. You know, for one season, look how much they're worn down, right? And the rocks get in here, and then it breaks these little pads off. It just splits them open. They're junk tires. Don't buy Bridgestone. Whatever you do, just don't buy Bridgestone. If you want a good tire that's going to last you a long time, these Chinese ones right here, or these, whoever makes them, Arisen, they're gnarly as heck, and they don't hold rocks. Like, see how big these gaps are? they don't hold rocks,
Yeah.
right? You're never going to see a rock stuck in these tires, and you're never going to get stuck with these tires. If you're in Washington, these are the tires you want right here. In my humble opinion, I bought a set of these when I first started. They lasted three seasons. These ones are brand new. They lasted 3 seasons, and they were virgin tires. They last 3 seasons. I could have recapped them and then ran them for another 2 seasons. But, you know, I like the virgin tires though, you know, because you just don't have to worry about them coming loose or nothing, coming apart. Not nearly as much.
You should buy more of those to these.
Yeah, I'm going to buy those tires when I get ready to replace these. I mean, these are more of a road-oriented tire, but my trucks work in the rock quarries. They're in the rock quarry 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, driving in my driveway. I mean, it's all rock. I'm not too happy with these Michelin floats either. Yeah. I mean, you think you're going to save money with caps, but you really don't. You really don't save any money. These ones are getting, you know, they're still got a little bit of life in them. But one season. Granted, we do have 50,000 miles on this truck. So, I mean, that kind of gives you an idea. Yeah, see, this tire right here is different than all the rest because the tire, these right here were flying off of it, the little rubber pads, and it's happening to one of the other tires. Has one missing too. I think it's on the other side. They have a solid casing now for recaps. Yep. I mean, these could be recapped, you know, if I wanted to, but I don't know. I don't know how the recapping thing works. I'm not too thrilled about recaps.
These ones too. You can see all the rocks inside.
Yeah, you can see I greased all this too. You can see greased it. It hadn't been greased in a while, guys. Probably, you know, at least a month. So I greased everything on this bad boy.
Yeah. With me.
Yeah, and that's what they do for us too, Keckler. They give us like, I want to say it's like 100 something per casing. To buy the casing, and it's like 100 something bucks. So it's like, why would you spend, you know, just take that money and buy virgins? You know, that's what I do. I mean, my videos are so much better when I have good service. I don't know what's the difference because today, I'm still out here in the middle of nowhere. I like these tires. These are the Roadmasters. These ones have been great tires for me. They've been great so far. But I'm telling you, those are the tires you want, like that. They have 2 different brands. This is the knockoff brand, and then they have one other brand that's the name brand.
Rocks get stuck in this one too.
Yeah, rocks get stuck in the drop axle tires, but it doesn't matter because it's a drop axle, right? It's not on the pavement the whole time, so it doesn't matter that much. But the drive tires are always on the road, and if you got rocks stuck in them, it ruins the tires. But this is the only drop axle right here that we have some funky wear going on. Like this right here is a flat spot right here on this. There's this tread line right here has some funky wear to it. This is the only one that has funky wear too. I think maybe the brake was a little bit tighter on this one than the other ones, because all these ones are all smooth. You can tell that's smooth. Oh, those tires are holding up great. Those Daytonas, those are holding up amazing. I'm very happy with those.
Because those don't get rocks in them when they...
The main thing, here's the main thing. a lot of super dump owners and strong arm owners, they don't realize that when the trucks were designed, the brakes, they all have maxi cans. So the brakes are locked, and then it hits the ground, and then like a second later or 2 seconds later, then the brakes release, and then the tire rolls. So many people with strong arms have horrible back tires on the strong arm. It's incredible how bad their tires are. And it's always because of that simple thing right there. And I understand why you want maxi cans on the back. Like, okay, if you park it with a load, you want to leave the strong arm down, go ahead, it won't roll away, supposedly. I've even heard of those rolling away because they had the airlines pumped the wrong way, right? But it does not need maxi cans on the back, just service cans, in my opinion, or some sort of proximity sensor to release the brakes before it hits the pavement. Because think about it, they're rolling at 10, 15 miles an hour, sometimes higher depending on the driver. Sometimes the driver's going 30 before he sets that thing down. And if the brakes are still, applying a little bit of pressure, it's going to take longer for that wheel to get up to road speed, and it's going to leave, it's going to wear it extremely fast. Yeah, so I'm super glad I changed those service cans when I bought the thing after I had that. I was not going to risk wasting tires, just because the strong arm wasn't working properly when I first bought it. But, it does come with that, it's supposed to be a safety feature, but it's not really a safety feature. It's a cost you money feature. It's kind of a gimmick. How many times do you park a truck with a load in it? Hardly ever. And then if you do, normally the drop axles are all up anyways.
Yeah.
Normally you don't park it with like the strong arm down or nothing. I just have my driver park it with it up personally. But it wears. Okay, so here's the section I did do with the plate whacker. Let me show you. This section was done with the plate whacker. We had a little bit of sprinkles, but holy cow, look at this right now. Blue skies and the sun is out. We thought it was going to be a horrible day and it was just going to rain all day. But we are blessed with the blue sky right now.
And with the sun.
This was done with a plate whacker right here. And this has a very thin layer of 5/8 minus on top. It's the 3-inch clean, and I just put such a thin coat of 5/8 minus. Like, I was going pretty quick when I laid it. You can see, just enough to kind of gridlock it together. Kind of lock it into place, you know what I mean? But we're still going to be putting down more 3-inch stuff because we're still getting, not as much as we were, but we're still getting a little bit of the road going like this. Because the super dump comes and it really gets, it's so heavy when it's loaded, it just really ruts this out. So we're going to keep putting down the 3-inch.
You can get more of these small stuff too.
Oh yeah, Vic, I seen that. I seen you honking at me. Whole bunch of people were honking at me when I was there. I think everybody was excited to see that house finally get demolished. It was getting pretty bad. So, yeah, we're finishing up that job. My cousin should be there one of these days, either today or tomorrow, and he's going to be picking up all the little pieces that, and just brushing off the concrete with the broom, just cleaning everything up, making it really, really professional looking. So he's doing that either today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But we already got cashed out from that job. But should be picking up my excavator probably Monday. We'll wait and see what happens. But, yep. We got this area all pretty much kind of thinned out. We thinned it out pretty good. We're going to come in with the dozer in the springtime and level that out. Take all the bumps and stuff out of it, and then we'll seed it. Yeah. So we're selling this bad boy. This gooseneck trailer right here. 6,500.
Not that.
I had a few people interested in it when I had it listed, you know, for like 7 grand. And then I lowered the price to 6,500, and I just can't get enough. You know, people keep messaging me every day, seems like. So we're gonna sell that, which is really nice because we bought it for 4,500. But it was. No, I don't want to sell that. This thing was really junky when we bought it. The deck was toast. The tires were toast. It was missing lights. You know, and the guy said everything was there too. Everything worked good, but he was kind of full of crap. But now it's got new tires, new deck. I even put a metal plate on here for the excavator so it didn't ruin the boards. Diamond deck skid plate, basically. I mean, see, this right here just shows you how much I care about my machines right here. How much I take care of my stuff. When you do something, just do it right. You know what I mean? When you fix something, fix it the right way, and then you won't have to worry about it again, you know? I mean, look at these tires. These are brand new tires. You can see my finger in there. They're brand new.
Yeah, look at this lock.
Yeah, I put that up there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, huh? But the only thing I didn't really do was paint it, and that's because I think the paint still looks pretty good on it.
I put black paint on there.
No, I didn't put any paint on there. The name's on there. That's it.
I see the black paint. Like in that drain?
Yeah, I'm trying to drain that puddle. What do you think? Is it draining?
Yeah.
This section is getting kind of muddy. Time to put down some of that. What's up, Brian? Time to put down some of that 3-inch over here. My drivers just swing so wide. He used to drive like a tractor trailer, so he doesn't really, you know, the whole inside has got all this nice rock and the outside's all muddy. Yeah. Larry Bird, the oldest truck I'd buy starting out. Well, honestly, Larry, that's kind of a tricky question. What kind of truck am I buying? Am I buying like a 5-yard? Am I buying a 3-axle? Am I buying a super dump? Am I buying a side dump? Am I buying an end dump? Each one of those dump trucks has like a different year, I would say. Like a super dump, mine's a 2000. The one I just bought was, okay, let's say tandem or triaxle. Okay, so tandem, you can go a little bit older than a triaxle because it's got less components to wear out, right? Mileage has a lot to do with it. Hours has a lot to do with it. You know, because you can look at a truck that's an 85 like mine, and you can look at it and be like, wow, this is a killer, this is a nice truck. And then you can look at a truck that nobody's ever done maintenance on, like when I first bought it, and then you could be like, well, this truck sucks. It's clapped, you know? So I don't think the age matters too much, but it's starting to matter, especially in states like Washington, Oregon. No, I don't think 500K is too much on a truck that's been maintained, and it all depends on the price point too, you know? I mean, you can make anything work if it's the right price. At least that's the way I feel. You know, you can make anything work if it's the right price. Currently driving the skid steer across the field. I can't hear nothing, but I'll be done soon. All right, Blake. I found a 1990 Pete with 160K. See, that's a steal, right? That sounds like a steal, Brian. How much do they want for it is the question. You know, so a 96 with that many miles, they're probably asking 60, 70,000 for. If it's in great shape, they might even want 100,000 for it, depending on how much money they've put into it, right? But back to where I was kind of getting before, 20 grand. Yeah, that's got something wrong with it. That's got something wrong with it. They ain't selling it for 20. That's scrap metal. If it's got that little miles on it, something's off.
Over here with me.
Hey, I'm talking on the video.
Okay.
So, like I said, Washington, Oregon, they're fairly liberal run states, and they're really trying to push these older trucks out. You know, so if you can, it all depends on how long you expect to keep the truck too. Like when I bought the Detroit, I knew in my head, I'm like, okay, with the current situation, how long is the government going to let me drive this truck? And I was thinking, okay, worst case scenario, 3 years. Best case scenario, 5, 10 years. And then it'll be totally, I won't be able to, find parts for it. It's kind of what I was thinking. And that's an 85.
Whoa, there's grease right there, Dad.
Yeah, there's grease right there. It dropped, huh?
Yeah.
A little piece of grease right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's it doing?
I don't know.
You don't know what it's doing?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's greasing this.
It's greasing the rock?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a tandem, 5-ton, or 15-ton max. See, even on a tandem, I wouldn't put 15-ton on a tandem. Unless it had like a double frame, with some other stuff done to it, heavy-duty rear ends or something. But if I were to start a business today, I don't think I'd buy anything older than a 90s for a triaxle. In my personal opinion. Unless you look at it and you have experience and you know what to look for in a machine, you got to think,
In your brain.
You got to think, is this thing really worth what they're asking also? That's the main thing. I wouldn't buy older than a 90s personally because they're still fairly, there's so many 90s on the road that it's finding parts for it is not going to be an issue. And 80s, it's definitely getting harder to find parts. My Super Dump, the one I just bought, is a 2009. I was looking at buying a 90s Super Dump, but the guy, I think he wanted too much for it, personally. It's a truck.
That's a jump point, right?
Oh, thank you, Larry.
That's a jump point.
I was looking at his truck. He wanted like 85,000 for it. It was a 90s. Granted, he had done a whole bunch of work to it, but I haven't seen it in person. But I'm thinking that's a little steep. But it is a Super Dump, so the demand is there, right? So that's the thing with the Super Dumps. Like, even though it may not be the best setup, there's a higher demand for it. There's a higher demand for the work. Like, there still is. Like, I can sense it, versus, like, at least for me, in my particular situation, there's more demand for... Okay, Brian, I'll check it out. What's your channel? It's just Brian McBride, right? Or something like that. I've just seen it. You really can't go wrong as long as you do your research. That's the way I feel, Everybody's situation is going to be different. Somebody might buy, like, a narrow-nosed Pete and be able to make it work, because their situation is different than mine, But... So... Hey, leave that alone. Don't be playing around in that wood pile right there. Hey, don't be playing around that. That's dangerous.
Okay.
They're playing around in front of that wood pile. I mean, if one of those boards slips loose, they'd be buried. Keep telling them that. They don't understand. That wood is... It'll slide down. Hurt you. I feel like a goose or a duck. They're following me everywhere. Are you following me? You're all muddy, Rosemary. Did you fall in a mud puddle? Oh, yes, you did. Did you fall in a mud puddle? Here, let me fix this. Let me fix this. There. Now you don't have to look up so high. Your hands are all muddy. Yeah, they're all muddy. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chit-chatting. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Don't forget, Panda subscriber, Panda. Like
Yeah, the subscribe button's free, guys.
Yeah.
Subscribe button's free. The
Yeah.
thumbs up button is free. You can hit those. Just tells Google that, you know, it's you like the content, you agree with what I'm saying. You know, you don't have to hit the thumbs up button, just leave, you know. If you don't like the content, you don't have to hit that down thumbs, just leave, you know. Just find something else. But
like a hawk.
anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I gotta stretch this cable out. So
Yeah.
later.